We're gonna have to edit this out.
Me.
Hey, Anthony, where'd you get this podcasting stuff from?
It fell off the back of a truck. Breaking Bread is back, and we're on the road today.
That's right.
Courtesy of Sal the Voice.
It's Breaking Schvoyadel tonight at Fortunato Brothers. We're here with
Yes, sir.
Biagio. Thank you for hanging out here,
My pleasure.
working
My
the double for us today.
That's fine with me. Anytime I
And-
get to see you guys, it's always
Oh,
a good
come
thing.
on.
Aw.
Love you,
He didn't
Biagio.
say that about anyone. He loves us.
Everyone besides Anthony. And Craig. I love Craig.
Correct.
Brent really is the best.
Yes.
You just call him Brent?
Yes.
Baby Brent in the house.
Brent.
No.
Love it.
That might be new now.
Listen, ever since I met Chad, I knew he was a great guy. So I love working.
Everybody loves Shad.
Everybody loves Chad. But everybody loves Joe Gambino, Big Joe Gambino.
That's true. That's very true.
And,
Everybody loves Big Joe.
He's
I heard
graced
that rumor. I heard that rumor.
all the way from Astoria. He's graced us tonight. Thank you for coming.
Anytime, my pleasure. My pleasure to do.
I have to ask Joe.
Ask away.
Did you drive the Sorrento over here tonight?
I did, and I parked illegally. Right.
Parked illegally?
Right in front of the place.
That is the most Joe Gambino thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Parked illegally with the Kia, cigarette in mouth, right?
That's right.
Luckily, it's Williamsburg. We don't give tickets here.
Oh,
so.
that's a good thing.
Well, they'll give you a ticket if you pull up in an EX, but he's got the SXL Prestige.
No, top of the line. I'm talking about top of the line.
Top of the line.
It's got the-
What do you get in an SXL Prestige when you get the Sorrento?
Well,
Because that's the top of the line.
that's the top of the line. Well, I bought mine at North Star Kia, and that's it. Just go over there. Tell them Big Joe sent you.
Just go to North Star Kia, tell him Big Joe sent you.
That's
What's
all you
the
gotta do.
discount on that?
Well, it depends on what you want and what vehicle you want, but you're gonna get something. You mention my name, you get something. That's a guarantee.
You know what I'm a little miffed about with Kia? They had a really beautiful thing going with the K900.
It did.
I think Kia made this car. It was based on the Genesis platform with
Right.
Hyundai, right?
Very beautiful.
Which is great. Rear-wheel drive, V8 sedan.
Nice.
LeBron James
Yes.
had one famously and drove it. Kia gave LeBron James a press car because he was doing the promotion to Kia. And LeBron actually drove the car every day. He loved it.
Isn't that the one where the basketball player dunked over?
That was the commercial?
No, it was in the slam dunk contest.
I don't recall exactly.
Oh, he dunked over a Kia?
He jumped over a Kia.
It might have been. It might have
Greg,
been.
you got to look that
That's
up.
that's a long way to go, a K900.
Right over.
It's a long way. You're talking about a long wheelbase car with a 430 horsepower
He jumped
V8.
right over.
Unbelievable.
Huh? Basketball player. It was a slam dunk competition.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Fact
Kia,
check.
Kia was
Fact
like,
check.
you know, I thought that was going to be like top of the game.
So did I. So
Yeah.
did I. That was
Yeah,
big to
Blake
do.
Griffin jumps over a Kia and wins 2011.
Yes.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
You know your history, Sal. You know.
I love cars, Joe. And that's, I think, what struck me about you the most was your love for your car.
And that's all I was doing. I was just explaining to, just explaining the love I have for my car, and
Right.
you know what are the features I like about it, and it just exploded.
How you gravitated towards the Sorrento.
Right.
How did that happen, though? Like, did you just, like, buy, like, a Kia one day, or, like, a friend told you about it? Like,
We're looking
where
at
does
Kia.
your
Oh,
relationship...
first of all, we're talking about Kias. We're not talking about the Kias 10 years ago, even 5 years ago.
We're not talking about a
Oh.
Cephia.
No, definitely not.
We're not talking about an Optima.
Well, see, that's
I
what
was
people
gonna
don't
say, 'cause I
understand.
have that, like, ingrained in my head, like, when I think
No,
Kia.
no. I wouldn't be driving that. But
Box.
This guy's talking about a first-gen Sportage with the fifth wheel on the back.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Sorrento I drive reminded me of my Mercedes E-Class because I had a panoramic roof on the 350. So when I saw that on the Kia, I says, "Wow, this reminds me of my Benz."
Right.
So I bought it.
Really?
And you're talking about something that's much more serviceable than an E-Class.
Oh, you better believe it.
E-Class is a
100%.
great car.
They are.
Benz is always a great car. But,
Yeah.
I mean, 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty.
Exactly. When it runs out, go in
The
your
build
pocket.
quality of the new Kias, those Koreans got it down.
They do. They do.
It's
They
solid.
got it down pat. They got
It's
it
a
down pat.
solid car.
Absolutely.
Nice sound deadening inside. Everything's
Both-
covered in
both
leather.
speakers. I mean, it's like I'm sorry about that.
Joe's a popular guy.
Me.
I told you.
Shut this off. But it's a nice car.
I got to tell you the truth.
Think
I
I
like
see
the
it,
Telluride.
The Telluride.
Telluride.
The
is-
the 3-row.
That is a great.
I need a
truck.
third row. I got 2 kids.
Yeah, well,
Got
no,
no choice.
The
that's-
Sorrento's
that's
got
all.
a third row.
It does, but it's not as big as the Telluride.
Your kids are
Telluride,
small.
Yeah, but they're big problems.
You got 2 girls. How they problems?
The 4 and 8-year-old. I mean, they have big problems. Little girls have big problems.
We were talking about this before. I said if if God blesses me with daughters, I'm gonna become broke. Because it was one of his daughters, his older daughter says I want to go to Disney. His younger daughter says I want to go to Hawaii. How do you make them decide?
And then they want to go to Hawaii, Disney in Hawaii. So
Well, that might be
knock out both.
that might be the value option at this point. Disney and Hawaii.
100%.
Yeah. But how do you can't say no?
You learn to tell them no because it's always yes. So you learn to tell.
Well, Disney World I could see you accommodate, but Hawaii, that's 11 hours on the plane, bro. You think,
I think it's 14.
It is a long.
Oh, okay.
I don't
flight.
like sitting on a plane for 3 hours.
I don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
14 hours without a cigarette? I go nuts.
Going to LA was like a lot for me. Like I was going stir crazy.
Really, and that's
Yeah.
a 6-hour flight.
Yeah.
Wait till you go to Italy.
Yeah,
I-
9 hours just to your first destination. Then you got to connect if you're going
Yeah.
someplace smaller. We did the ITA Airways. My wife and I we just came back from Europe, so we did ITA Airways. We did the lie flat seats in the front.
That's the only way
Oh
to
my
travel.
God, that's the way to travel,
Only
bro.
way to go.
That long though, that long a flight, you gotta.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like you gotta.
Be cocooned in your own little capsule.
Right.
You-
Don't
you
talk to
close
me.
off and you're good.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I flew that with
Nobody's joining them
Mo.
on the iClub.
That was interesting.
She
Being
made
in Mo
sure-
and side by side
Wasn't
things
that
in LA.
you too? And then somebody was stuck in the back in the coach or in the you know where the suitcases are.
Oh, they put Brandon in the back?
I thought it was Brent. We call him Brent.
Sure.
Brent, whatever it is. Guy. We're gonna call you Guy.
Sup, guy?
Guy. What's up, Guy?
Here's a big man. I need to travel with him.
Joe. What is that person's name right there?
I don't know. I just kind of feel bad that a couple months ago I put him in a freezer for ketchup on a pizza.
He's still alive. He's good.
Wait, so we have to address one thing. We have
Yeah.
to address one thing on this podcast. The Scopa tournament is tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
No, it's actually Sunday.
Sunday.
So sorry.
Sunday.
The Scopa tournament is Sunday. Greg has like a beef going on. He said that someone said that he's like a horsey on the last.
A what? A chooch, a horsey. That's a donkey.
No, I'm using his words. I'm using his words.
Donkey.
I do recall someone last year dancing like a horse. Oh, what's this card? The horse card. He started dancing like a horse. I said, who the fuck is this clown?
That's true.
Listen, not for nothing. We don't.
That was the
That's not
funniest
bad.
thing.
That's even more funnier.
Learn the game within a week.
They don't even serve hard liquor at the Scopa tournament.
No,
How did
no.
this happen at the horse?
Well, he was learning the game.
Right.
So
No, he was excited. It was a big deal. I didn't even. We played by the book, like to a
Right.
T. Didn't take any chances. Like anyone could have taken advantage, but a couple people made mistakes, and then it just ended up in our favor. It was luck. It was luck. I'll be the first to admit it. A lot of luck.
Okay.
But we did hold our own.
You did. You guys came in fourth. Unlike us.
We held our own, right?
The champs.
We won. So.
The champs.
I
No,
re-
well,
I
you guys
remember-
were
I
tough.
remember the first Scopa tournament I went to. You wiped the floor with my aunts, Cynthia and Netta.
Yes.
That's right. And they were like convinced you cheated and everything. It was a whole.
They were convinced. That
There was
Sounds like
scandal.
an Italian thing.
There was
a lot of
scandal.
scandal going on.
It was very angry for a tournament where there really is, no tremendous prize.
100%.
Right.
It's all. It's all.
bragging rights.
It's all bragging rights.
Bragging
Right, I mean, as Scopa is at any point, I see what you're doing.
am I doing, sir?
You're way into it,
Oh, I love it. I love
Yeah.
the game. I love the game.
and you're quick, and I think that's part of it is the reaction time with Scopa.
100%. 100%.
Plus, I had a very good partner. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
last year I hyped it up a lot. I says, I was going to win the tournament, and I did. But the truth is that I haven't played that game before that tournament in about 7 years.
Wow.
So,
Really?
talking
Wow.
about just riding
5
a-
minutes
like-
before the tournament
riding a bike.
started, Sabino goes to me, "Where's your partner?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "I feel like you should have been here already." Joe's always late, so I call him. I'm like, "Joe, where are you?"
Traffic.
He's like, "Oh, I'm coming. I'm looking for a parking spot."
Traffic Astoria.
He parks the car. I meet him outside. He's smoking a cigarette. So I said, "Joe, you ready?" He goes, "I got to tell you the truth. I said, I haven't played in forever."
Wow.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
We talk
my
about
God.
a natural talent.
This was the prelude to the tournament.
This
Joe
was-
hasn't played in 7 years, showed up 5 minutes
This
before.
was 5 minutes before we started.
And you guys
Wow.
took the chip.
And I said,
Ran away with
"Don't
it.
worry, just it'll come to you."
We have the trophy here, no?
With the trophies here.
We do. We
Yes,
do.
it's in the window in the showcase. So we're gonna keep it there. We're gonna show it again
Absolutely.
after Sunday because we're gonna win it again.
Yes. We're gonna put 2 of them.
I believe it.
And as the years progress, you're gonna have a whole shelf full of first place trophies, I believe.
I'm gonna have to start putting them other places.
Well, one over here, one over there.
One over here. Put one in the panini shop.
Okay.
We'll give it to Sabino.
We'll put them all over Brooklyn.
See, and as confident as Biagio is, when you see him in action, it's like watching a championship poker player.
No, it's a
You're
machine.
zoned
He's a machine.
in.
He's a machine.
Right?
He's a machine.
Zoned in, silent.
100%.
Like-
I
Right.
literally sit there and clear my mind out.
You're all strategy.
And it's all strategy, and
It is,
you just
100%.
gotta focus on it, and you start seeing the cards, and you remember what comes in and out, and you go along, and you go, that's it. I mean, it
Well,
comes. It comes.
You got to remember, Italian cards are only 40 in a deck, as opposed to American cards that are 52.
52, yeah.
So you're easier remembering the cards, but in a 4 tournament, when 4 people are playing, you get into the rhythm of your partner. You get into the rhythm, and when he started going to the rhythm, I started getting into the rhythm, and it was just
You feed off each other.
Like the Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
Like Sam and Dave.
done.
Wow.
And let's hope that happens on Sunday.
Italian Sam and Dave of Scopa.
I don't know. What do I look like? More Sam, more Dave?
We ate them.
Wait, so like Biagio, like if you actually kind of think about it, like I know we were just talking about Joe. This is in your blood. I mean, you were born and raised in like a coffee shop. I mean, playing scope or playing cards is in your blood, no?
Yes. In the coffee shop, we kept it professional.
Yeah.
There's no card games going on.
You
here, but
you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, for fun.
Well, what about outside?
Outside's a different story.
Okay. Yeah.
Being in the social club, hanging out. You know, I mean, when we were in high school. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
So we've been doing this since we were in high school. I mean, this is insane. At this point, it just comes second nature.
I started going to the private coffee shops with my uncle when I was like 15 years old, just watch them play cards, and it was just like second nature.
Wow. So you're naturals.
Yeah.
100%.
Really? That's what it's. It was just like picking up a bicycle for you last year.
That's it. That's all it is. Like riding a bike, and then
Wow.
once you get into the emotion. That's it.
That's a real threat because there are people who are seriously preparing for this and like
Yeah.
Oh, I've been
practicing and you guys are just like
Some people break their hands on tables.
it's just another
Literally.
Sunday afternoon to you.
Oh yeah.
You know who that is?
Oh, we know what that is. There's a lot of people saying that we were flukes. That Big Joe won last year was the biggest fluke of the year.
Fluke?
I know, and you guys know who it is because he wrote it all over social media.
Oh, no.
We'll
Wait,
fix him.
who is
Fix
this?
him.
Me.
He's a little guy.
Can you tell me about him? Do you know who we're talking about?
I honestly don't know.
You know, his first name starts with an R. I'm not going to tell you the whole name.
Oh, are you
Figure it out.
Are you talking about the initials RL and we're not talking about Ralph Lauren?
No, we're not talking about Ralph Lauren. The little guy.
The little guy.
Me.
Who I personally love.
Rocco?
Oh, he talks a lot of
I love
smack.
Rocco.
Really?
I love Rocco
Great
too.
guy,
So
great
tell
guy.
me what
Love Rocco.
what's the beef? What was the
It's
drama?
not really a beef. He just likes to break my chops and go on
In his
Instagram.
defense, in his defense, we played him first.
That's right.
We played him and Marco.
We spanked
So
him.
you eliminated them
Him and
immediately.
Marco from which one?
That's right.
IFTV.
Yes.
That's why he's so mad.
No comment. Yeah,
They had a second-
they
second round
accused
in,
us of
right.
cheating too.
So we played them the first round, first game.
Real Marco and Rocco are
Marco
real
and Rocco,
Italians.
all
Yeah.
Italians, and they won the first hand 4-0.
Yeah.
And they were
That's what happened to us. That's what happened
They
to
were
us.
up 4-0. They were up 4-0, and they thought this was going to be a cakewalk. And I think we left them at 4. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. So they immediately accuse you guys.
no,
of,
not us. Not us. They accused them.
Oh.
Because when you have one guy calling it,
But they were sour about
Horsey.
you guys.
you got a,
Moving
Very
on.
sour. Very sour.
You got a horsey over here.
So is your goal now? Do you know if you're up against them right off the bat again, or
Well, I'm not sure how the roster it is.
They're gonna pick the seating on their own, I think.
Yeah.
I think that yes. I don't know how he's doing it, but
do you think you'll go for them first as like an easy kill,
We're going to go for it.
or just to shut their mouths up
Wait,
right away,
that's a
right
great
right out the
question,
gate?
Sal. That's
Yeah.
that's a great question.
Yeah.
Who would you rather play like a tough team first, or would you rather wait till the end, or like would you rather get it out of the
really
way
matter? I don't
like
know.
as soon as possible?
I don't think it matters.
Doesn't matter.
If you had a preference, like would you rather get them out of the way 1, 2, 3?
If I have a preference, I want the rematch from last year.
Me.
Absolutely.
100%. I want the rematch from last year.
Really?
Yes. I want.
So we're putting that on the books.
I want the rematch from last year, the one that we won it.
Right?
That way we can start it real quick.
Yeah. I agree.
He knows already. He's gonna be screaming, the little guy.
Wow.
So we're gonna be good for
Well,
that.
it's not
Called
only, it's
out.
not only Rocco that has this little tiff with us. It's other people. Like Mo, for example. Mo didn't have a partner last year.
Really?
So he couldn't play. But he talks so much smack. You know, my nono told me.
Is he playing this year?
I hope so because
He's
I like
not
to
playing.
spank
He's
him.
not?
Yeah, see, that's
I've
what I
He's
mean.
bet
not?
my whole entire life on the line. He's not
last
playing.
year it was supposed to be him and Koosh,
Yeah.
That's right.
and then I think Koosh was in L.A.
Yes, that's
and he was just there, and he was complaining that to be
So
like
what?
a partner.
If Kuj ain't there, he can't play?
I don't
Showed up 45 minutes late.
I don't even
Well,
think
that
Koosh-
also might have complicated.
No, he
the,
wasn't late.
No.
No.
He was there. He was there.
Yeah,
'Cause
He's there, but he's never
So
part.
you want the rematch? You're gonna go for it,
Yes.
right? But you guys, you have no.
We'll take the draw, however it comes.
Yeah.
At that point, it's
There is a person that not that I fear, but I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. I don't know if you know, Rocco from L'Incontro will be there.
Wow,
Really?
Rocco Sacramone.
Rocco
Really?
Sacramone, and he belongs to my social club. A very dear friend of mine, family friend for years. I know him since I was a kid,
Makes amazing food.
and I play
Excellent.
amazing.
yeah.
Trattoria L'Incontro on Ditmars
Simons
in
First.
Astoria.
First.
Really, really good.
Great restaurant. The problem is, I play with him at the social club, and he wipes the floor with me. So
Yeah.
I'm a little intimidated by him. So we have to really work on
wipes
that.
the floor with you.
With me, I mean, well,
Who's
Me.
his partner?
I don't know yet, but
Well, he's a natural born.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, I
If
mean,
it's another off the boat guy, that might be a big challenge.
you know, so
Speaking of off the boat, is Sal off the boat coming to this?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to anyone about it, but
He's not Blidan. He should
Not
have.
Blidan.
not blow
Yeah.
down to the
It's like-
core.
He's not. You got to watch out. You got the signs
got-
going.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Did he play last year? I forgot.
No,
I don't-
He wasn't-
I don't think
he
so.
got married last year, I think.
Okay.
And he wasn't here. I think he was married. He was in Italy. He was getting married.
yeah, I have a prediction. Mark my words. The next influencer to blow up, like, that's going to make that leap, is Sal off the boat.
And first of all, he's funny, but I think that because he's so unique
And genuine.
Yeah.
and genuine,
Exactly.
Yes,
Very
he is.
genuine.
Very
he's
Exactly.
unique and genuine. He's a sweetheart of a guy.
Great guy.
He has, much like Tommy, Big Tommy. He's got that like iconic voice.
And that persona that you just want to hug.
Right.
right.
Right. We love Sal, and Sal and I are the fellow Long Islanders because Sal moved out to Huntington. Huntington.
No bello yard, la da red.
I go to Mr. Sausage. The best. He really is. So you think if he's playing, he might be a threat? You're saying?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Well, Joe doesn't think so.
I'm more intimidated by Rocco because I played with Rocco. I didn't play with Sal, so I
You
don't
think
know.
Rocco's coming back with a vent? You think Rocco Sacramone's gonna
Well, yeah,
might
especially-
take it?
Well, no, I don't
Do
say.
you think Rocco Laguercio is going to come back with a vengeance
Yeah,
from
he's
last
gonna-
year? You
he's
think
gonna-
he's
he's gonna
sharpened
try.
up his tool?
He's gonna try, but I'm not. I don't worry about him.
Me.
In this game,
Wow.
In this game, it's luck of the cards.
That too.
So there is an element.
Greg,
of
proof of
There
that.
is an element. On
luck of the draw, as they say.
Luck of the draw. I mean, it's not cheating. We're all Italian.
Let's not call out the whole tournament now.
Calm down.
Let's not get into that.
Easy there,
No,
Brent.
memorizing cards is not considered cheating.
Runs was speaking out loud, talking to each other the whole time.
Well, I'm assuming you're allowed to talk to your partner, right?
Talk to your partner.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What is the difference of me asking him what he has if you're hearing it? It's
Well-
still got to go through you.
That was Greg's point, was that we were told you were not to talk and other people were talking, and we went through the tournament not
in
talking.
your situation, it was changed because they were talking in a different language.
True.
Because he didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. They were talking Italian.
Baba Americana.
No. I understood
American.
the car that you said Diaz.
But you think by now, hanging out with us for about a year or so, you will pick up a word here or there.
I picked it up because I had a 10. He said Diaz. I know Diaz means 10. I'm like,
See, there you go.
Ciao, mi chiamo Dylan.
Ciao. Ciao, mi chiamo Brent.
"Ciao, Bella."
Ciao, Bella.
I mean, look, like, say the truth. He either looks like he's from Williamsburg or looks like he's from L.A.
He looks like he's from Long Beach.
More of LA. More, yeah.
Definitely
You're
more
old
LA.
School Williamsburg. You're old school. I'm talking about new school
People that
Williamsburg.
walk in here every day.
Greg, is there a way that
You're
we can
old
edit-
school Williamsburg.
Is there a way that we could edit a picture of Greg into this?
Oh, 100%.
So Greg,
Awesome.
My head on the screen.
Look, hold on, wait. I'm just going to put it right here. Ready, Sal? Look.
if you look at Greg, right, he has a lot of tattoos. Not many of them go together. So, sorry, this is camera.
He's about to get another one.
Then
Yeah. Oh,
have
we need to talk about that.
Greg wears like he's somewhere between like the
He got beat up by the Easter Bunny.
leisure sneakers. Got beat up by the Easter Bunny. He does wear bright colors, pastel colors. So you might think, well, maybe he's a little preppy. Like maybe
With
he's a
boat
North
shoes.
Shore guy. right? But then he wears the socks, you know, the
long-
ankle
the long-
high,
no,
the
it's
skater
calf-
socks,
Calf high
And-
tube socks.
and the adjustable hat. And you think, well, maybe he's a skater guy. Right? And he's also very into food. He's very bohemian. Greg is very eclectic. He has an eclectic style about him. You don't know.
Yeah, he does.
You don't know if he's from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, or Long Beach, California.
Or
You don't
Lynbrook.
Right?
You don't
Yeah.
know if he's
Say Lindbrook?
if he's riding his. You don't know if he's riding his longboard to work or he's driving his 1980s diesel Mercedes that's been converted to like vegetable oil. You know, you don't know. You can't really pin him down.
But that being said, you can
No,
pull
it's
it
the
off.
craziest
Greg.
thing.
You can
Listen,
pull it
Here's
off.
the craziest thing, Biagio. Greg drives a nice old school Buick,
Really?
like a beautiful car,
Yeah, he does.
a Lucerne,
Very nice.
beautiful car. They're based on a DTS.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
comfortable car.
Big car. For
Feels
big
like a
car.
Nice
boat.
big car.
Right.
Wasn't that the same car that they found by the Gilgo murder guy?
No, that was an
Oh, that
Avalanche.
was an Avalanche. Sorry, Greg.
So from now on, anyone driving a GMT 900 Chevy Avalanche is immediately a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I mean, after this, yeah.
Watching the big Avalanche get towed away, I was like, wow. Right now, a white Ford Bronco is the OJ Bronco.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good point.
What are some tips that you guys have? So obviously this is gonna air after the tournament. So what are some tips that you guys have for like a newcomer? Like a new kids on the block want to be in the scopa tournament. What would you say to them?
Well, I got one. You can't learn the game from an app. That's for sure. Can you?
No.
Okay.
No, I think
That's a great. See what I mean? Like that's a great topic. I feel like
think
a
you
lot
have
of
to-
people play
you
the
have to
app.
watch.
Right.
You need to watch and learn first.
Right? You need to know facial expressions, everything.
It's not a hard game to learn.
No, it's not.
You have to watch the line. You can't just.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can learn it on an app.
You need to learn what it is. It's a math game. There's 4 of each suit, 4 numbers, 4 cards of each. It's pretty self-explanatory. The issue is how much you want to gamble and take your shots.
Right.
Yes. You
Because-
gotta gamble sometimes.
You know, there is a madness to it. I mean, you know, in they autos diamonds. So diamonds are a point. You know, there's 10 of them in the thing. Whoever has more points. So it's easy to accumulate 6 if you plan out a strategy of where you're going.
Right.
You know, there's 40 cards. You have 21. You get another point. You know, set the bellow. You know,
That's a point in itself.
That's the Joey Sevens.
Love that card.
It's like him, he's got 2 of them in his eyes. That's it, done. Another point, and then you have the setup. You know,
Yeah.
7s are important. 6s, 8s,
Gold.
golds. Well, that's
Right.
So it's all about, and then obviously the most important one is the scopes. So
Yes.
you're gonna leave them out there. You're gonna get
That can change the tide of a whole
I mean,
game.
exactly.
Oh, absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
Take too much of a shot.
Like, what's your goal? Like, do you want the gold? Do you want the 7s? Do you want
Both.
the scopa, or do you want the most cards?
It's strategic.
Gold 7s.
It's strategic.
No?
Yeah, I mean,
Gold
golden
7?
7s.
Yeah.
You know, guarantee
That's the
you.
one that you want to be.
Well, if you play with someone who doesn't like to take risks, scopas, you could count them out. Just count them out. You got to go for the setanda, the gold.
need
If you play with
calculated-
someone that likes to take chances,
See, what I like.
Would you say it's more of a game for like the avid blackjack player? Like it's, you got to really
No.
worry about
No,
math.
so that's a
and-
little different. That's a little
because
different.
you know what? Sorry to cut you off, Sal, but you
No.
know what? In blackjack, everyone plays to beat the dealer.
Correct.
So you could be sitting there and the dealer's got a 3 showing, and you make believe he's got to have a 10 underneath. That's the rule of blackjack. So if you stand on 17, you got to hit on 17. You have anything showing, you're standing on 12, 13 because you're not taking you want the dealer to bust for the table.
Right.
So the difference is the calculated risk is you want to stay on 13 when he's showing a 3, or you're going to take the hit. The problem is that if you bust, he hits, he screws the whole table.
Right.
So you kind of have to play it where blackjack is strategic. If you play by the numbers of blackjack, there's a good possibility you're going to win.
Right.
People who take crazy chances on blackjack usually lose. So you see a lot of places you can't sit down at a blackjack table with other people because you fuck up their hands.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the biggest
Especially if you
problem.
don't know what you're doing, they actually really get mad at you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Including myself, I actually thrown somebody off the table.
I agree with you.
This is why I don't play blackjack.
No, you know what? But you can watch to learn.
Makes me not want to play blackjack.
No, I mean, listen, you can watch and play blackjack. I mean, you can walk into the middle of a shoot. People, blackjack's weird. You like to sit the first suit, the first side of the shoot. You want to be the last person before you control the game. I mean, it's all different strategy on that.
What do you like better, blackjack or scopa?
Two different animals.
Two different animals. I mean,
What they're saying is the games are completely different. They're
yeah,
completely
They are.
different.
They are.
You know, I mean, it's apples and oranges, definitely. But
What's your earliest memory of school?
my grandfather, I was probably learning to count. That's how I learned to count. You know, and you learn the different shapes. 1, 2, 3s, 4s. I mean, back then, yeah, horsies, as he puts them.
Horsies.
You know, they're donkeys, by the way, not horsies. They're called uzuch. So, I mean, yeah, those were great, great memories of playing with your, grandfather.
Oh, childhood memories.
Childhood memories.
Absolutely.
Your older daughter's 8 years old. Are you going to start bringing her around the Scopa tournaments?
No. No. First of all, she doesn't like it unless it's got something to do with either Barbie or some kind of, her own. She's into hockey now, which is great.
Okay, well,
awesome.
okay,
Awesome.
That's
Rangers
good.
fan?
She's a Ranger fan.
Nice.
So
Thank God.
she's playing roller hockey with the Rangers.
Right.
Now in Long Beach.
It's an up and coming girl sport too, like field hockey, roller hockey.
She loves it. I
I
mean,
don't want to interrupt you. You're a Ranger fan, Sal,
I am a Ranger.
but you live in Long Island.
I know.
Is it Long Islanders like Islanders?
Yeah.
You know, I probably should like the Islanders and the Mets for that matter.
Right.
But I'm a Yankees Rangers fan.
Nice.
And not that I'm a front runner. It's my father's a Yankees Rangers fan. Listen, I'm a diehard Giants fan, and it's been heartbreak year after
It
year.
has been. It has been.
I pull out my Giants hat every August.
Yep.
I throw it on.
Mets,
I'm ready.
Mets, Rangers, Giants.
Imagine how the Jets feel.
Imagine,
fans
well,
feel.
Jets fans are becoming like Oakland Raiders fans. Like the best type of fans in the world have to be Jets fans because they paint buses green.
Yes. Yeah. They go a little.
They got some
overboard.
fandom.
Literally, they'll get up at 3 o'clock in the morning out in like Patchogue, Long Island, and drive all the way to New Jersey to watch their team.
MetLife.
lose.
Yeah. That's dedication.
Fuck.
That is dedication.
Absolutely.
That is a true fan. My godfather's a Jets fan. Shout out to my Uncle Joe. My godfather is a Jets fan, diehard Jets fan. I don't know how he does it. Okay. New York
Anybody that
quarterbacks
had?
in the last 10 years. If you didn't have Joe, if you didn't have Biagio, who would be on your Scopa team? We're talking everyone from like Brett Favre, Eli, who's the new kid?
Vinny Testaverde.
No. Vinny Testaverde.
We're picking quarterbacks
Yeah.
here?
Quarterbacks. to play
Any of the
Scopa?
quarterbacks,
Any quarterback.
of the New York football teams, we'll even include the Bills, of the last 10 years to have on your Scopa team. Who do you think is...
It's not that rough.
No.
No. I mean, you want to kind of keep the Italian. We go Vinny Testaverde.
Oh, you want to keep it
At that
Italian,
point, you want to
okay.
keep it Italian.
Okay.
You know,
You don't have to keep it Italian.
you don't have to. I mean,
Well,
But Vinny Testaverde's a great answer.
Yeah.
Vinny Testaverde, probably he may know how to play.
he might, or he might not even know what Scopa is.
Vinny, if you're watching
Right,
this
true.
podcast,
Yeah, right.
hit us up on Instagram or on
Yeah,
TikTok.
Sunday, Vinny.
You want to be on the podcast, Vinny?
We know you're not doing anything on
Honestly,
Sunday.
I'm gonna probably get a lot of shit for this, but I'm gonna step away from the Italians and I'll go with Brady. I'll take
We
Brady.
didn't play for New York.
Oh, you said New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brady only played for the team that,
Against New York.
that New York put to sleep twice.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, how do you not go with
Sorry, Tom. 18-1.
how you
18-1.
How do you not go with a two-time Super Bowl champion Eli Manning?
Right.
That's who I was gonna. I mean, I'm a diehard Giants fan.
I didn't hear him
Brady
say
might
New
be the
York.
GOAT of quarterbacks, but Eli Manning put him to sleep twice.
He did. That's facts. That's facts. But I
That was one of the greatest moments.
No
of my
one's
life.
going to show up to my
I love
show
that
at the
game.
Cabot Theater at the Cabot Theater in Beverly, Massachusetts now because I said Eli put Tom Brady to sleep.
Twice.
Right. At least I didn't say anything bad about Bill Belichick.
Ooh.
The hood.
Cooge has met hundreds of people. Like
He
you know,
has.
like Drake even like DMs him from like what I hear. But the one person I was jealous he ever met out of the girls and everything was Eli Manning.
That's right. He met Eli Manning.
So jealous.
That's right. I saw that video.
He's really good friends with Daniel Jones too now, right?
That's insane to me. Like that's so fucking cool.
Right. Right. So we got to talk about this. I wore pants today. Now, mind you, it is 100 degrees in New York right now.
It is actually
It-
102 in the story.
102 today in Astoria. I brought pants. I was wearing shorts earlier today because it's hot as balls outside.
Yeah.
I brought pants because we were seeing you tonight. Because I've never seen you in a pair of shorts. I've never seen you in a pair of shorts. I've never seen you in a pair of sneakers. You are one of the most sharply dressed individuals on social media right now.
Well, have you
that's
ever
true.
seen? Have you ever seen his TikTok videos when he's in the pool with his son?
No.
He's got pants in it.
That's the only time you'll see me in shorts, maybe, or a pair of sneakers. But if you go back in time, when Biagio knew me when I was a teenager, that's how I dressed when I was a kid.
Always dressed. To
Always
the
sharp.
nines.
Yeah.
And was that because you were, aspiring towards something, or was just your image?
I actually was raised to be dressed nice, always dressed nice by my grandfather. But unknown to me, on my mother's side, always dressed to the nines. Even to come over for our house for Sunday dinner, he would wear a suit and tie.
Yeah.
He was the most sharpest, good-looking man I still admire to this day. In fact, I put a tattoo on my arm when him and my grandmother got married.
Oh, wow.
And that's how much I admire him. And he always dressed to the nines.
He looks sharp even in that.
Yeah, he does.
Look, he's got a tie on and everything.
And that's how I learned how to dress. I learned how to
Yeah.
dress from my grandfather, and I kept it to this day. And I even teach my son now, when he goes to school, comb your hair and put nice
course.
clothes on.
That's like my father. My father's always dressed up.
He always
Yeah.
had a fedora from.
My father had.
Birth.
I mean, especially in the winter, he's always in a fedora and like an overcoat. Always dressed with slacks.
Right.
Hardly ever wears jeans. I mean, we bought him sweatpants when he had surgery, and he hated them because I was like, you're not going anywhere. You're home.
Right.
You can't go nowhere. You're staying here. He's like, there's no reason. He's like, no, I don't feel dressed properly. Like you can't wear slacks.
When you dress well, you feel good about yourself. You walk
true.
with a different confidence. I think you walk with a swagger.
Yeah.
You have so much effortless swagger. I think a lot of it comes from just the fact that the first impression of you is, look at this guy so sharp, clean.
I usually get that. I usually say, "Oh, Joe, you overdressed. Joe, we're going over here. We're going to this restaurant. Why are you wearing a suit? Or why are you wearing this?" That's how I am. It's
Right.
not because I want to show off or press anybody. It's just the way I was taught to dress.
Don't you think it's better to be overdressed than underdressed?
Always, 100%.
Always.
100%.
I want to be like that. I want to get up early, comb my hair. You know what I mean?
I would love to comb my hair in the morning. I mean, no. I mean, but the truth of the matter is, I own a bakery, a coffee shop. If I come dressed,
You're gonna get.
Oh yeah, no.
no, not only get filthy, you get dressed. It's like, oh yeah, oh, look at a gangster. Look at him.
Stereotype.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, so what do we do? Fortunato apparel. Available
also-
online
also
through our website. I mean,
It's hard work running a bakery.
it's a lot of
A lot of running around, a lot of up and down.
Yes, I mean there's hot, cold ovens.
Right.
Well,
It's
I seen
102
him in
degrees.
action. I mean, I would pass out if I was doing half what he was doing.
It's 102 degrees outside. What do you think it is in the room with the ovens?
Oh yeah, so the oven room has no air conditioning. The other rooms have air conditioning.
Right.
So I mean, it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
but-
If you wore a suit, it'd be a rag at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
Plus, I don't think it's the right environment for it.
No.
At that point,
But when it's the occasional wedding, funeral, you break out the suit.
100%. You feel so much.
But are you like
together.
our friend over here? Are you very meticulous about when you do put on a suit? Is there like are you a French cuffs guy? Are you
I love cufflinks.
yeah?
Oh really?
Yes.
I didn't know that about you.
See, there's a lot of things.
So this is why we're doing this.
I got. I'm a big watch guy.
Yeah.
That I knew.
I have cufflinks that have watch movements
Cool.
on them. I have Rolex crown cufflinks that I love.
Very cool.
I mean, something like that. I think it's the little things that just stick out.
Right.
That and tie what you call it? Tie clips.
Yeah. Nice tie clip.
Nice tie clip. Hold you.
Going away. Not a lot of people
Right.
wear tie clips anymore.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
And it's a great accessory.
Yeah, it is.
I have my grandfather gave me one with a ruby on it, and I keep it in my truck. It's on my rosary bead.
That's
Stays there all the time.
That's great.
But I mean, something about put together just makes you feel better.
Yeah. Definitely.
Plus, this day and age, nobody really does it anymore.
No, and I
People suck now. Sorry, I mean I'm
Not that
gonna be
they
blunt.
suck, it's a different generation.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, today's generation.
There's also different style of suit.
Yes,
Get canceled.
it's weird. Like my wife's in fashion.
Yeah.
And she's always, she's like, oh, you should try it. I'm like, I'm not that person. Like, I don't want to stand out. I like to just go about my business and just float in.
But you have such a magnetic personality. How do you manage all that?
Behind the camera.
So you behind the counter.
Some people think it's not really true, but who knows?
We were talking before about TikTok notoriety and how nowadays it's a little different for you. People are coming up to you. Biagio recently had a career day at his daughter's school, right? And I remember when I was in school, a friend of mine, Joe Corello, his dad, Anthony, was a highway cop in Nassau County. And we were all obsessed, like, show us your gun and all this. And you're at your daughter's career day at school, and there's a cop, and there's there's all the regular jobs. And it's not even like the kids are asking you about pastry.
Nope.
They're asking you about TikTok.
Tell me you're joking.
Want to know
No,
about
you-
TikTok?
Don't tell me this.
So, my daughter had a career day. Parents and we went there, so we did cannolis. Everybody had their own cannoli. They had their own bag. They filled it. So we do field trips for schools. So a lot of kids, they love coming. They come on a cannoli day. They watch it being made. We teach them how to do it. They ask questions. They tie it.
How many of them get sent here with a shopping list?
You know what? They're pretty good about it because they make their own and then they take it home. And then you have some people that are just weird.
Well, I mean, the parents find out they're going to Fortunato Brothers,
They have a lot of things. A lot of parents come to that.
Here's
trip.
$20. Pick up a box of this.
Oh, see if you get anything to come home with us.
Yeah.
So we're at the school and we're doing the cannoli thing. So we showed them a video, and one of the parents there is a cop and a fire department, and they're like totally obsessed with the fact that I see you on TikTok. I follow you guys on TikTok. Can we do this? Can we show it? Can you do this? And it's like this is it. I mean, this day and age. I mean, my daughter's 4 and 8, and they're obsessed with the phone. And they watch daddy's TikToks. They watch this. They watch
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. YouTube is big. They learn, and it's like I think if you monitor.
Follow them at Fortunato Brothers, by the way.
Fortunato Bros NYC.
That's right.
I think that anything that in moderation is fine. Especially what they're learning. I mean, I see them learning, different things. I mean, and we try to keep it educational, and they learn, math and stuff like that, and languages and different languages and Italian and everything, and they pick it up because it's
Stuff we never had growing up.
I don't-
This is the generation that has everything at their fingertips.
we never had.
You're right. Yeah.
Can you imagine having Google going in school? Imagine having that.
Hey Siri, where's the promo?
How about this?
What's the quadratic
Oh,
formula?
look, my phone woke up when he said that.
It's crazy. This world that we live in now, it's crazy to raise kids in.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is.
Joe,
It's
how
tough,
old is
it's
your
tough.
son?
My son's 9. Going to be
9.
10. His birthday is actually September 11th. A very
Wow.
unique birthday he has. And he's 10 years old, and I still when I was his age, I used to go up the block to the store and buy cigarettes for my father and stuff like that. You can't.
Yeah,
do that.
right.
You can't do that nowadays. Like I wouldn't let him go off the block.
No, because they get robbed because cigarettes are probably $30 a fucking pack now. I mean,
So it's like it is a different time.
There's too many psychopaths out there, though.
They really are. They really are.
Yeah, how about this? I live 10 minutes away from a serial killer. Like, I had no idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
My aunt lived 3 minutes away. It's crazy. Like everyone's kind of.
Anthony, they had a...
we're sitting across from one.
See how he's looking at us?
Brent.
Put that guy back in the freezer.
Horsey.
So, obviously, it's a different world now. Let's talk about this, and then I want to get to your TikTok explosion.
Oh.
You being at this location now with your family your family's been here for 45 years, something like
47,
that?
yeah.
47 years. Old school family-run business. There's a lot of things that you do a certain way, and there's a whole new field of employees out there. You're constantly teaching new people the ropes. And Joe, you're now out in the public eye, and there's people younger and younger who are looking up to you. What is it like for you guys living in this changing world and kind of being, I don't want to say relics, because you guys aren't old. You guys are in your 30s, 40s.
40s.
You guys aren't old, but how does it feel like watching the world transform in front of you and kind of trying to hold back onto,
I feel old.
those old school
I
mentality?
feel old too.
I
No,
feel-
I feel old too. I mean, Well, not that we are really old, but
No.
we do feel. I mean, look, the days of the days of the beepers. It's like a lifetime ago. You know, I mean, it's a whole different animal. Like at my son's school, everybody knows who I am. They all, that's Big Joe's son. It's just crazy. And
Guy from TikTok, the key guy.
the
key
TikTok
guy.
guy, the TikTok guy, Big Joe. I might get recognized in the oddest places. I mean, I get recognized all over the place.
Right.
I got recognized. I'll tell you this funny story on the Whitestone Bridge. I got recognized on the Whitestone Bridge by a transit cop.
On the bridge.
On the bridge. Now this is what happened. I don't know what it was. A wind advisory. They were pushing trucks off to the side of the service road because they couldn't cross the bridge. Now
Right.
they closed 5 lanes into 1. I'm sitting there for about 2.5 hours.
You're talking about the Clearview.
No, I'm coming home from the Bronx. I'm in the Bronx now.
Oh, so you okay?
All right.
Side bar.
No, on the Whitestone.
Whitestone.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there in traffic for about 2 hours. I'm dead stopped, right? The 5 lanes turn into 1. I said, I'm going to curse somebody out. I really feel bad, but someone at the end of this line, whoever's causing this traffic, is going to get cursed out, right?
And as someone who spends a lot of time in the car myself, I understand the frustration.
Right. I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm getting frustrated. I want to go home. I'm tired. You know, it's rush hour, and I still have to go to Astoria. So we get down to the 1 lane, and there's this one cop just pushing trucks over and making a big mess. I roll my window down. Fucking rent-a-cop, transit cop. I says, you know how much fucking traffic you're causing? You know what you're doing back there? It's necessary to close all fucking 4 lanes? He turns around to me and goes, hey, Big Joe, relax.
Oh, wow.
Didn't know this cop from a hole in the wall, knew who I was, my name.
Wow.
I just scrolled like this, rolled up my window, just drove off.
Oh my God.
And when the cops start recognizing you, I don't know.
So that's like a moment where you felt like you lost your anonymity.
It just, I had to laugh because I didn't know what else to say. It was funny.
Traffic is insane around here. I mean,
Well, tell me about your commute
It is
going
insane.
I
home.
live 8 miles and it takes me an hour.
That's insane.
So we're talking about moving to Long Island.
Right.
And she's like, "Oh, are you crazy?" She's like, "You know how much traffic, to get to Long Island back and forth." And I said, "What's the difference? It takes us an hour to go 8 miles.
Right.
What's the difference if we go to Long Island and it takes us?"
Because there's no highway from here to Middle Village. You guys
I'm
are
in
Howard
Howard
Beach.
Beach.
There's no highway from here to Howard
No,
Beach.
there
really.
isn't. You take Cross Bay Boulevard. You take whatever.
Imagine the BQE to the belt and all
Oh,
that.
forget about
That's
it.
a nightmare.
Yeah, that'll take an hour and a half.
Right.
So to go 8 miles, what's the difference? But you go to places, North Shore or South Shore, you're 30 miles away,
Right,
and it takes you an hour and a half. What's the difference?
It doesn't make sense to me sometimes.
You hit traffic on the LIE.
But then there's traffic that just forms out of nowhere.
Yes.
And you don't know why. You get there, and
Yeah,
why was all this traffic?
That's called the Bell Parkway.
A merge. It's always a merge.
A merge. They say it merge, yeah.
A merge will ruin your fucking day in New York City. For some reason, people don't understand how a merge works. You go, then I go.
I agree,
then he
Sal.
goes, then they
No,
go.
because everybody's in a rush, so they want
They
to go.
get
all
2
at the
inches
same
from the
time.
bumper.
They gotta cut you off so
Yeah.
you can't squeeze.
And then you give them the look. They give you the look back. Then you have words, and then it gets out of control. It gets out of
So you talk about moving out to Long Island. But there's a lot of hang-ups about moving out to Long Island.
Like what, Sal?
So a lot of people moved out of the city recently
Yeah.
because of, high crime and this and that. But then a lot of people who remain in the city, and I come back to the city pretty often. I'm like, is it really that bad? Is it really bad enough to leave? Like, nah, we're New Yorkers. We're tough.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, well, listen, we made it through the late 80s, early 90s when 42nd Street was a brothel.
Yeah, but it didn't take you 3 hours to go to 42nd Street.
That's right. That's true. What do you think about moving out to Long Island, Joe?
I love Long Island. In fact,
Right.
I grew up. My grandparents had a house in Bayport. All my life.
By the way, that's back when Bayport was the country.
Yes.
Yes.
We lived right on the water. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I have great memories. Now, I'm not sure. I don't know. The commute will kill me. Even though I go to the Bronx every day, so the commute is just as bad.
Right. That's not great.
But
It's not ideal.
In the Bronx, would you move to like New Rochelle, or
well,
Mamaroneck?
Mamaroneck.
then
lot of
it's
people going
nice.
upstate.
It's nice too. It's
We got
nice,
friends
too.
who live all the way up in Armonk.
Really?
And they love it.
They're all beautiful areas, but I don't know if I would put it. Listen,
You know,
I'm born and raised in Astoria.
I think if you live up there and you work up there and you don't have to come here,
Oh, that's different.
It's golden.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
different.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sure.
Like I said, I'd move to Suffolk County. I don't care. I'd move out.
My parents
If I
are
could
out in
stay
Suffolk
out there,
County,
yeah.
way
If
out
I
in
can stay
Suffolk
out there,
County.
yeah.
My parents are in East Moriches.
Nice.
Way out.
Wow, that's way out. Yeah, that's
Way out.
That's way
And
out.
they love it. They got a nice place out there. They go out there, nice weekends out there.
That is nice.
It's
I
beautiful.
looked at a house at St. James. My wife was like, "You crazy?"
St. James.
St.
Bar.
James is really, really
I
nice.
said, why? I was like, "It's only an extra 40 minutes."
Imagine taking a parkway all the way to the end. That's what you do to get to St. James. You get on the Northern State, you don't get off of it. You go until it becomes traffic lights.
Yeah.
That's like going to Sunken Meadow.
Yeah, like sunken metal. Like,
Okay.
But instead of ending at the park, you're ending where you live.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
I'm officially in suburbia.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, to wrap this up, what's your prediction for the Scopa tournament? Are you guys going to repeat?
Pain. No. Yes, definitely.
So grand sweep.
Yeah, we're gonna run it
repeat.
back.
I'm gonna run it back.
You guys
They're
didn't
not, they're not
lose the
saying
game the
they're
last
not
time.
saying don't even try. Like
No.
don't even
Yeah.
show up because they're gonna sweep it. You know, if you come, at least you're gonna learn something.
Yes.
They're gonna teach you a thing or two. is
It's gonna
what
be a
they're
good
saying.
time. I know we have someone we have to call out who's been talking a lot
Should
of
we
shit.
try to
Yes.
get him
I
on the phone?
mean, if you
Let's see if we
could
can
try to
get
get
him
him
on
on the phone,
Last ditch effort.
I'm gonna try.
I will tell you who's been talking a little more smack about this tournament, and it happens to be Anthony Rodilla. Says he's gonna wipe the floor with us, big.
Let's give it a shot.
No padre.
He's very admirated.
Deli!
Anthony,
What's up, you skinny fuck?
can I put you on the spot really quickly, you beautiful man?
Yeah, what's up?
I have Biagio and Joe Gambino here. I'm with the Anthony Sciarrata. We're talking about the Scopa tournament coming up, and we hear that there is a lot of
Shit talk.
yeah. So we wanted to call you. We wanted to see what your take is on all this.
I don't shit talk about Scopa. I mean, you know, it's like not a topic of mine to shit talk about. But I am bringing in a fucking foreigner because they told me you weren't available. So I got my father as my partner.
Wow, that's
So
some
I don't know
stiff
if we're
competition.
winning. I don't know if we're winning, but there's going to be a lot of fucking tables broken because no matter what he throws down, they're set.
How's your hand, by the way?
What?
How's your hand?
My hand fucking hurts, dude. I'm not built for that. I don't play enough Scopa to fucking slam my fist on the table.
Especially a metal table, Anthony. Come on.
I know. It was a bad decision on my part, but I made
Are you
several bad
physically
decisions.
ready for this on Sunday, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm doing push-ups for a fucking Scopa tournament. What do you mean physically ready? Yeah, I've been shuffling cards at night all day.
Trying to get his fingers ready.
Are you coming by, Sal? You're not going to be around.
I'm not going to be around, unfortunately. I'm going to be coming back from DC.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to make you feel bad, but you were a nicer kid when you were fat. I just want to put that out there. You're a skinny dick.
Skinny dick. I love you, Anthony.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you should do one of your shows wearing your old suit.
Right, like it'll look like I'm in my father's clothes. It'll be amazing.
It'll look like you're in the Italian version of the movie Big.
Look, it's a Tom Hank.
No, man.
My
Yeah,
God.
well, let me know when you're home. Do I want to get lunch or dinner or something?
Let's make a tentative date on Tuesday.
All right, you got it, dude. I'm good.
I'll see
I'm
you
good for
Tuesday.
Tuesday. All right, brother.
Love you, pal.
Take care.
You can tell him how you lost. We're talking.
So there it is. Anthony Rodilla is bringing his father, his off the boat father.
That's fine.
I mean, there's gonna be some old.
There's a lot of old off the boats there.
Right. We got Rocco Sacramone,
We have Sal off the boat.
Sal off the boat.
If I really wanted to throw a wrench in the tournament, I'll bring my nono.
Wow.
That's.
You're all in trouble then.
We really got a
I'm
lot to
just
look
kidding.
forward to
Yeah.
for Sunday. We really do.
It's gonna be a big to do.
I think
Cameo.
I think we need a follow up, a part 2 of this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we got to see what happened.
Yes.
The
Do
aftermath.
that.
We can
do
definitely
a part two.
Like when Andy Cohen brings back all the housewives, like after the whole season is over.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Right.
it would be like.
That's exactly what it would be like. On that note,
Yeah.
this has been a special edition of Breaking Bread, live from Fortunato Brothers,
Breaking
Schwoyadel. Thank you to our guest, Joe Gambino.
Pleasure.
Biagio.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Anthony Sciarrata for making me look good. And of course,
Lopez.
Greg Hyman behind the camera. Greg Heinrich.
G Money Hines.
G Money Hines on all social media.
Yes.
We love you.
Bye, Craig.
Take care, guys.
Yeah.